Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Thank you kindly. Gratefully appreciate you. Sexy Grandma, good evening to you. Faye, good evening to you. Givens, good evening to you. I think uh, she's from Winneton. Okay. Uh, Miss Rich is in the house. Thank you. Lisa Robinson is here as always. Thank you kindly. Brenda B, good evening to you. Thank you, Faye. She says, much love and respect from North Carolina. I thank you kindly. Love you big time. Uh, Chapman, good evening to you. My good friend, Karen Porter. I see you on the live feed tonight. I thank you big time for tuning in as well. Miss Adams, good evening to you. Debbie Bennett, good evening to you. I skipped you. Manuel, good evening. Uh, please forgive me. It wasn't intentionally. I promise you that. Good evening. Thank you so much. She said I skipped her. Montgomery, good evening. Welcome. Seven Stable, I guess I got that right. Good evening to you. Uh, is that Mitchell? Good evening. Sandy, good evening. As always, I love you big time, and I thank you all for tuning in to tonight's live broadcast. We have a lot of material that we're going to uh, cover tonight, but let me read something to you so you'll know why we're doing this live broadcast tonight on Gayle King. In an interview with Lisa Leslie, Gayle King brought it to an end by asking this question to Lisa Leslie. She asked if she thought the media should continue bringing up the rape allegations against Kobe. Here's Lisa's response. I think that the media should be more respectful at this time. If you had any questions about it, you had many years to ask him that. I don't think it's something we should keep hanging over his legacy. Absolutely, positively, unquestionable, without a doubt. I agree with everything that Lisa said. In a very intellectual way, she put Gayle King in a place. She checked them. Tonight, we're talking about Black women with white agendas. Black women with white agendas. Before we go there, a story popped up a little while ago, and I'm going to share it with you all. And every day, I share probably 2 or 3 stories just like this one. This comes from Grambling, Louisiana. An infant is dead, and her mother is in jail on a charge of neglect homicide. The Louisiana woman claimed to have awakened October the 8th to find her 2-month-old daughter unresponsive in her crib. Well, after much investigation, Grambling Police Department collected enough evidence at the residence in the 500 block of College Avenue to put the handcuffs on the mother. I don't know what the hell is going on with Black women and their children. This individual later confessed didn't make it any better. She said, no, I lied. She was sleeping in the bed with me and I rolled over on her. Incidentally, the father of the child was at home at the time, but he was not charged. I think it's Zarika Tatum, 19 years old, of Arlington Street in Ruston, Louisiana, was arrested on the charge of neglect homicide at about 11:45 a.m. on February the 12th and booked into the Lincoln Parish Detention Center. If you don't want the babies, don't have the babies. Really, right now, it's kind of premature to try to call it either way. She may be telling the truth and she may not. But I do know this, it's an epidemic because it's happening every day. Again, I share probably 2 or 3 of these stories a day. Um, I don't know. I don't know if it's something in the water that they're drinking or they just outright don't give a damn. But it's happening entirely um, too much. Gayle King has a history of bringing up black men's past troubles, even if they're criminal. Whether or not they was convicted, Gayle King has a history of bringing up the black man's past. Anything that Gayle says, as far as why she did it, to me, is an inexcusable excuse. And she continues to make it worse for herself. The first Instagram video she did, people didn't buy it. She said, we got it wrong. We got it wrong. So I went back to see if I got it wrong. Watched the whole thing. I didn't get it wrong. And neither did you all. Gayle says, I didn't know CBS was going to play that part. Well, it matters a damn. You said it, though. You asked her that. In trying to do damage control, she's making it worse. Oprah does not have a good report with Black America. We still on your fat ass about Michael Jackson. You was at his house several times before he died. You should have did it then. You waited until he died, got with the white boys to try and stain his legacy. I cannot respect that. I cannot respect that, especially when a person is no longer on planet Earth to defend themselves. How can you even make a case about it? He's dead. But Oprah did. Tonight, when I was researching Gayle and some of her controversial remarks about black men, oh God, a lot of things began to pop up. Snoop Dogg went at her hard. He called her a bitch. 50 Cent addressed the issue in a very intelligent way. I applaud him for that. And he's asking the question I'm asking, and I'm sure all of you are asking, what was the point for bringing it up? They dealt with it. And they also found out that, well, it's going to be hard to say he did it because, hell, she had sex with multiple men. I hope she took a bath. There's a group now of journalists and celebrities that are coming to Gayle King's defense. They're saying we're too hard on Gayle King. We should not call Gayle King a bitch. We should not call Gayle King a nigger, a house nigger, a filth nigger. We should respect Gayle King as a black woman. Well, look, I agree. the black man should respect the black woman. I agree with that. However, it's the black woman's job to give the black man something to respect. Respect is never given, respect is earned. It's as simple as that. Gayle did not respect Kobe. Gayle did not respect Kobe in his death. Gayle did not respect Vanessa. But you want us to respect Gayle King. Snoop came back and offered an apology for calling her a bitch. Well, I've called you a bitch. I'm not going to offer an apology. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. If you're new to my channel, you need to know one thing. I cuss worse than a damn sailor. So if this is not for you, you might need to move around. In Gayle's defense, though, a media outlet came and said that we were being unfair with some of the pictures that we were showing that had Gayle King in there with white men who had been accused of sexual misconduct. They said some of those pictures were old, and at that particular time, Gayle didn't know what they had did. I agree with them. That could be possible. That could be the truth. But here's what aggravates me. She still don't come out and go against them. Now, if she wants to continue to be friends with them and hobnob and all that stuff, then that's fine.
Let's take a look.
That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But if you're going to speak ill of one, then you should speak ill of all. I don't give a damn if they're your friend or a family member. Gayle King has a pattern of disrespecting black men. Oprah, who one time in an interview with Barbara Walters asked her if she ever, during the time she was a little girl, had a wish to be white. She knew the damn answer. Yes. But she hesitated to answer for about maybe 5-6 seconds. Here's where the problem was coming in at. She wanted to make sure that it was an acceptable answer for Black America and white America at the same time. Finally, she said, yes, yeah, I did. Seal, in an Instagram post, accused Oprah Winfrey of knowing about Harvey Weinstein sexual misconduct for many years and didn't say a mumbling damn word. I said that just a few days ago. It's impossible that Oprah didn't know about it. It's impossible. But why would I pull the curtain back on my friend? He's my friend. Well, your friend has been accused by over 80 women when it first came out of everything from patting them on the ass to outright rape. But you don't say a mumbling word. That's Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein recently said that Oprah reached out to him and said that I'm ready to come out publicly and defend you. Know what you said? I'm ready to come out publicly and defend you. Oprah's team naturally said, Harvey Weinstein's telling the damn lie. Oprah said no such thing. All right. But what got me is that she said, if she said it, I'm ready to come out publicly and defend you. Spitfire says she said, some others said she said it too. I know the Wank said it. So when she says, I'm ready to come out publicly and defend you, does that mean that privately Oprah was defending freaky Harvey Weinstein? You tell me. Something to think about. Just something to think about. In 2015, the average U.S. resident consume traditional and digital media for about 15.5 hours each day. In that same year, 8 to 12-year-old children consumed an average of 6 hours of media a day, and teens consumed 9 hours. Why am I telling you this? It's simple. The media has a profound effect on society. The same media that will make you and help shape your career would be that same media that would come back and destroy your career. Live us a story. Has a lot to do with how we perceive the story that has been delivered. I made you and I can break you. Brainwash program. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Now watch this. In a recent study, here's what they found pertaining to the media. A third of Black adults trust local media organizations. A third. We'll break it down. Blacks, 33% trust them. Whites, 27% trust them. Hispanics, 28% trust local media. National news organizations, now watch this. As far as trust is concerned, Blacks trust them 23%, whites 20%, Hispanics 24%. Now, with that being said, for decades and decades and decades, the media has been programming the minds of us to see things the way they want you to see things. And we are the easiest race on the planet to be bamboozled. Why are we trusting the media more than any other race? Well, if you go back to Willie Lynch, when he gave his speech, he said, because he came down to help them with their slaves, that you all are killing valuable livestock. They didn't see us as humans. We was 3/5 of a human. You're killing them. I have in my bag, he called it a bag of tricks. If done correctly, you will profit for this for 300 or 400 more years. Simply put, because we press for time, it's on our page, the Willie Lynch speech. Because we're pressed for time, he said, here's what you do. You take the Negroes and you put the skinny Negro against the fat Negro. You take the light skin and put the light skin against the dark skin. You take the intelligent Negro and put him or her against the dumb Negro. Now, with all of this bickering and misunderstanding and trying to compete with one another, there has to be a mediator somewhere. But that mediator cannot be a Black person. You get the Black race to trust solely in the white race to help them solve their problems. The only thing Willie Lynch got wrong was he said 300 or 400 years. It has lasted way longer than that. And tonight, it's still happening. It's still happening tonight. Gayle King, a seasoned journalist, knows better. She did what she wanted to do. Try and stain the legacy of Kobe Bryant, who hadn't even been placed in the ground yet. And she had the audacity to come and try to stain it. And Oprah, with her crying ass, she comes in Gayle's defense. Gayle's hurt. She's going through so much. She's not doing well at all. I don't think Vanessa is doing well at all. And Gayle's comments to Lisa Leslie didn't make it any better for them. We don't give a fuck about Gayle's emotion. You deal with Gayle emotion. We're still waiting on you and Gayle to come out the goddamn closet because I know y'all having a sexual relationship. Statement is there just because. And he's being paid well. Come out the closet, Oprah. Come out the closet, Gayle. I can't respect y'all because you don't give a fuck about the black people. The Me Too movement, it plays a major role in this as well. R. Kelly has been accused of sexual crimes. Gayle King, Oprah, Me Too, Lifetime. Every other month, there's some new bullshit about R. Kelly on Lifetime. When the fuck are they gonna put Harvey Weinstein? They did their little piece, that ain't shit, so don't even bring that up to me. When are they gonna do several pieces on Harvey Weinstein and the over 80 women that has accused him again from everything, the patting him on the ass to outright rape? When are they gonna speak on Harvey Weinstein? When? When are they gonna do something on Matt Lauer? When? When are they gonna do something on Charlie Rose? Speaking of Charlie Rose, worked with Gayle at CBS. Charlie Rose, an accused sexual predator who was Gayle's co-host on CBS. The Washington Post did a story on it, and they came up with 27 additional accounts of sexual misconduct by Charlie Rose. Sexual harassing and exploiting women is what Charlie Rose was doing. Now listen, I'm trying to get you to see that Gayle has a pattern of downing black men, but not saying nothing about white men. Here's Gayle's response on live TV about Charlie Rose. She said, when the story was first revealed, I said that Charlie was my friend. I still consider him, Charlie Rose, a friend. I know that this is probably not politically correct to say at this time, but I don't believe in abandoning my friends when they are depressed. When they are depressed. Notice in her statement, which was live, she didn't say anything about the alleged victims. She didn't say nothing about them. Nothing about, oh, they must be going through a lot. Oh, God, they have my heart. Oh, God, this is so terrible. Gayle King once spoke with Charlie Rose, and she asked him, how was he doing? And he said, fine. Gayle said, good, because I've been worried about you. Good evening, A Powers. I've been worried about you. I hope you're okay, Charlie. I hope you're okay. Here's what Nora O'Donnell had to say about Charlie Rose's behavior. What I said before is still true, and it is worth repeating now. Women will only achieve equality in the workplace and in society when there is a complete account, adjustment, and change in behavior. There is no excuse for the alleged actions of my former co-host, Charlie Rose. That's what Nora O'Donnell said. And later, as we know, Charlie Rose admitted that he did engage in inappropriate behavior while working at CBS. Now watch this. Condoleezza Rice brings up fake ass out of retirement to come and send a threat to Snoop Dogg, as if what he said to Gayle King was a threat to physically harm her. When I was speaking with a Spitting Fire, this is how she broke it down, that he wasn't threatening to harm her at all. When he said, don't make us come for you. What he meant is that don't make us kill your career. Because we can do it. Then Condoleezza is a non-violent bitch. She'd have been great with Dr. King. This is some Malcolm X shit here. You just need to go back wherever you live and tickle the goddamn Irish, play your piano, and leave the real shit alone. You're talking to a thug. You're talking to a gangster. You're talking to Snoop Dogg. You made a threat. And that threat, you should have been dealt with on that. I can get an army of people. You cannot get upset with people when people don't see things your way. You cannot make us respect Gayle King when we feel she don't deserve to be respected. Susan Rice. That's what I said, Susan Rice. Condoleezza, yeah. Snoop didn't come back and made his public apology. We just shared it a little while ago. The black man must respect the black woman. We agree with that. But again, the black woman must first respect herself. The black woman cannot disrespect the black man to please the white man. Don't use your fame, fortune, and power to help destroy your own people. The white man has been doing this for years. And black people, let them do it. They use you to destroy your very own race. She came back. Well, it really wasn't on me. It was on CBS. Gayle has yet to take responsibility for her actions. And people are getting upset with us because of our reaction. But you have to first realize this. Before there can ever be a reaction, there must be an action. And so the actions of Gayle King towards Kobe Bryant was disrespectful, diabolical, and outright wrong. Simply put, there is no defense for absolute wrong. What was the point in asking that question? What was the point? And then you didn't like the answer Lisa Leslie gave you. But you probably didn't see it that way. Now, I'm telling you the way I see it and the way I know him. You cannot make me say something that I don't feel and don't believe. The media continues to brainwash black people. And black people trust mainstream media more than any other race on the planet. And that's a fucking problem. Because you don't believe it until the white man said it. The comedian, what's his name? Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac said, being comical, but there was some truth to it. When he came out on stage, I think it was doing the Kings of Comedy. And in opening, he saw the white folks out there. He said, boy, look at these white folks. When white folks come to you, boy, you somebody. And a lot of black people, that's how they feel, seriously. They don't feel successful. They don't feel accepted. They don't feel they've made it. They don't feel love until they get to, not to clap on, clap off, but until they get to clap of the white man. Then they feel they've made it. Gayle King was out of order. It's as simple as that. When will Oprah address that? When will Gayle King address that? You keep trying to kick the can down the road. And now the group of journalists says, hashtag I stand with Gayle King. Hashtag fuck Gayle King. She don't give a damn about black people. She has a history. She won't talk about Charlie Rose. She won't talk about Matt Lowry. But when they asked her, well, Gayle, tell me this. When you went to go interview R. Kelly, what were you expecting, or what didn't happen that you thought should happen? Gayle King said, pertaining to R. Kelly, I knew that he was probably going to deny that he done anything wrong. I thought there would be at least some acknowledgement. This is what Gayle King said pertaining to R. Kelly. Whether you like R. Kelly or not, whether you think he's guilty or not, when Spitting Fire, I and others speak out on R. Kelly's behalf, not one time have you heard us say he was innocent. We never said that. We would never say that. We're just raising hell about due process of the law. Gayle had already made it up in her mind that R. Kelly was guilty before she sat down to interview him. Silly me. Before she sat down to interrogate him, he was already guilty. Already guilty. I forgot to tell you guys. Okay, the phone lines are open tonight. If you want to call in and join in on this, well, let me tell you something. The last time we did the call-ins, the stupid shit started happening. It's going to happen tonight if you call in with bullshit. I'm just going to hang up in your face. This is a serious issue that we need to address. And if you're in a child state of mind, don't bother calling, because I will embarrass your ass on air. The call-in number for the night is going to be 1-800-231-1811. Again, it's 1-800-231-1811. Now, when Gayle King talked about R. Kelly's accusers, here's the word she used. She didn't say alleged victims. When she talked about R. Kelly's accusers, she said victims. How? R. Kelly has no victims. R. Kelly has no felony conviction. R. Kelly never had a goddamn traffic ticket. R. Kelly does not have any victims. None. He has alleged victims. They let the media, white media, use them to destroy their very own. It's as simple as that. Alleged victims. That's all they are. She talked about when she was interviewing R. Kelly at Trump Tower. When the two girls came in, R. Kelly people were speaking with the girls, basically telling them what to say and what not to say. So what was he doing? In Gayle's mind, he was coaching the girls to lie. No, they wasn't. Here's what you don't understand. Those two women are not celebrities. They don't really do shit but lay up with R. Kelly and each other. That's all they do. All celebrities, I think, have spokespersons to say things that you probably wouldn't think to say. In other words, they come in and become a crisis manager for you. They know what to say. And so when you have to speak, they're going to tell you what to say and how to say it. Not that you're grooming them to tell a damn lie. And Gayle King knows this shit. But here's what's going on. We are painting R. Kelly out to be a monster in the minds of the potential jurors to hear his case. There's not a person on planet Earth that hasn't heard about the R. Kelly case. And so in Lifetime, Me Too and Oprah them keeps coming up with events on Lifetime about R. Kelly. All they saying is we want this motherfucker in jail until the day he died. Focus on this here. You're painting R. Kelly out to be a damn monster. And if you're naive and thinking, if you're gullible, you will believe that shit. They talked about how R. Kelly got up and stood up over Gayle King and yelled. I probably would have done the exact same thing, whether I'm guilty or not, because my life is at stake. But does that make me guilty because of my outburst? No, it doesn't. If he had sat there calm as a goddamn cucumber, they'd have talked about that shit. The same media that make you oftentimes become the same media that will break your ass. And when you have black people in powerful positions, but they have a white agenda, a black man don't stand a chance. Nora O'Donnell spoke more about Charlie Rose guilt than Gayle King did. You heard it, I read it to you. We have to stop letting the media shape our minds. If they want, I want you to see him as a monster. And that's what we're going to paint him out to be. But why don't they ever speak on Harvey Weinstein? Right is right and wrong is wrong. I said yesterday, I don't give a damn. Kobe Bryant could have been a white man. Gayle King was still out of order. So we can throw race out the fucking window tonight. She was still out of order. It's about RESPECT. And she didn't have it then and she don't have it now. She was wrong. When Miss Ferris was working with me, and she was new, and different stories would come up, and she would get the information for me to call the people. But I wouldn't call them until 2 or 3 weeks after they had laid their loved ones to rest. I didn't give a damn about the money of the ratings. It's respect. I don't care who's doing the interview. I'm gonna be the last one to do it. But guess what? That's fine with me. I believe in respect. If you won't respect the dead, at least respect the living that has to go on. And Kobe Bryant and Gina is dead. But you all are worried about Gayle King's emotions. Did Gayle King worry about Vanessa emotions? No, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She didn't give a fuck. And she don't give a fuck now. And Oprah and her goddamn influence and all her goddamn money then got these journalists and celebrities together and say, let's go fight for Gayle. Let's get the pom-poms pumping up for Gayle. Man, fuck Gayle and fuck Oprah too. It's as simple as that. The man died a terrible death with his daughter. And this bitch didn't give a fuck. She's trying to get a goddamn story out. Then she come and try to put it on CBS. Let me tell you this. I know CBS has come out in her defense. But if it gets real bad, I promise you one thing, and I shared this with Spitting Fire. What you think CBS gonna do? If it gets real bad, if they start to protest and boycott and picket and keep bringing up what Gayle did, what do you think CBS is going to do? Oh, I'll tell you, they're going to kick Gayle black ass out that motherfucking door because you can get another goddamn house nigga in the damn goddamn week. We're not going to lose CBS for Gayle. Bye, Gayle. They'll give her a nice going away package. When do we let somebody live? When do we stop bringing up their past? You can be sitting in a group of people and you bring up somebody's name. Her face said, Mr. Scott, drink something. I am. Bring up somebody's name. And the name you bring up, this person is now achieving things in life for the better, they got to act together. There's always going to be at least one somebody in that group will say these 3 words. I promise you that. Heaven backing me up. I remember when. That's it. I remember when. In that same breath, with that same tongue, they will praise you and then turn around with the conjunction but, which simply means forget every damn thing I just said. I remember when. Well, I'm sure if somebody wants to pull your goddamn curtain back there, will remember when. It's as simple as that. We all have done things that we're not proud of. And just because somebody has been accused of a crime does not necessarily mean he or she has committed a crime. They've simply been accused, that's all. And when you get black media to come on board, like BET, well, a few goddamn years down the line, they went white. They went white on us. They did. Nicole, thank you. Nicole, thank you so much. And when you get black men and black women to come up and to begin to do their own thing, you don't believe us. We don't know what the hell we talking about. Girl came on my page one time and said, that's not what CNN said. My response, but carry your black ass back over there with CNN. Why the fuck you on my page and my channel if you think I'm lying or don't know what the hell I'm talking about? You've been brainwashed. You've been programmed to trust the white man. The black man is evil. The black man will run game on you. Well, that can be true in a lot of damn cases, but let's go back to the scene of the crime. Who do we learn it from? The white man. Bang! Simple as that. Your mind. You've been programmed. And daily, you continue to be programmed and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. You will be whatever the media wants you to be. And most people will believe a lie before they believe the truth. Some of them because they're just messy like that. They can know the truth. But the lie that they speak sounds better to them. And they like it that way. Jealousy is like cancer. If not detected soon, it'll kill your ass. If you don't remember nothing else I said tonight besides Gayle trifling ass, remember this. Black people, as far as national news is concerned and local news is concerned, trust the media more than any other race. They fucking over us. And we believe whatever they say. Someone allegedly commits a crime. Oh, he gonna go to life. He gonna do life for that. Oh, he done been tried. He done went to court yet. Oh no, they just said he did. I don't give a fuck what they say he did. The burden of proof is on the state. And just because, before you go there with me, and just because somebody settles out of court doesn't always mean that person is guilty. When you have a career, when you have a family, you cannot function. You cannot continue to go on as business as usual with this up over your head. Give her what the fuck she want and we're done. It doesn't mean they were guilty. They need to go on with life. Gayle King is out of order. Condoleezza Rice is out of order. Susan Rice, I keep listening. Oprah Winfrey been out of order. And if Tyler Perry knew what I know, he distanced himself from Oprah. It's simple as that. This is a woman that wanted to be white. If Oprah had came publicly and said this, Gayle is my friend, but Gayle was wrong for what she said. Gayle black ass would be sitting on her sofa right now at home thinking of her next goddamn job application. You worship Oprah like she's a god. And she's nothing but a brown-eyed devil. Oprah. You don't have clout right now with Black America to defend no damn body because you can't defend yourself. When you put a school together, you put it over there in Africa. Now let's talk about the children being molested over there in Africa. You don't want to talk about that. I know you don't. I know you don't. You don't want to talk about the allegations that was made against your father. I know you don't. I'm not always right, and I know you're not always wrong. But sometimes we got to look at it from a different perspective. We can't keep letting them tell us to let it go, let it go, let it go. No, we're not going to let it go. That's the problem with a lot of Negroes today. We let shit go too much. We pray too damn trying to destroy me. Bullshit. I pray to get a bullet in this goddamn head. We've been brainwashed. And we're still being brainwashed and programmed to this day. But the bad thing about it, as if that's not bad enough, we don't know we've been programmed, hypnotized, bamboozled, hoodwinked. I find it very disrespectful what Gayle King did. And I find it very, very disrespectful for Oprah to come and try to defend wrong. And everybody is concerned about Gayle's feelings, Gayle's career. I don't give a fuck about her career. We've been on this mountain for too long, y'all. We've been on this same mountain for decades. We're just going around and around and around in circles. Black people, it is time to stop sleeping with your eyes open. And just because it's a major network, don't you think they're telling you the gospel all the time? They tell you what they want you to know. They tell you what they want you to believe. And they're shaping the black man to be a monster. When they show you the immigrants, they associate them with homelessness and crime. When they speak on us, crime, stupidity. During the holidays, we got to feed the homeless. We're going to go and feed them. We're going to go and pass out toys to the kids. Every damn network, local and national. The cameras out there filming black families waiting to be fed. Black families, black children waiting for a damn toy from the white man. They never film white people. White people don't need shit. It's always the Negro. I got to throw this in here. My wife's probably gonna get mad, but I gotta do it. You look at the reality shows. We can do our own thing now. But you get reality shows of black women, most of them from the hood projects. And these reality shows, they dressing like hoes. Every last one of them sit there in that damn chair and talk. Titties all hanging out. Every time you get a group of these black women together, 2 or 3 of them in that group don't like each other. Never have and never will. Now, but answer me this, but why in the fuck do y'all keep meeting up in the middle of the goddamn ocean and you know you don't like each other? Here's why. This is how they want you to see Negroes even when they are rich. They want you to see the black woman as nothing but a fuck object. And the black man is either going to be a criminal or somewhere throwing a goddamn ball. But there's more to our black men putting their hands on the ball or our black women shaking their goddamn ass. But the black women on the reality shows, letting the white man use them to degrade themselves. But the money's good. The money's good. The money's good. Who in their right mind would keep going somewhere to walk up into her ass whooping? You know Sally don't like you. Why you here? Well, my friends here. That's why I came too. And every last one of them dressed like a hoe. in Lil Kim's entourage. Rarely do you see white women doing that shit. They're not going to do it. It's called respect. You got it ain't given. You got to earn it. And we selling out for the almighty dollar. And as Tupac said, you wonder why your kids so bad. Wake up, people. They only get away with this because we let them get away with it. The only time you hear something about Harvey Weinstein went to court today, blase, he's back on July the 10th. Thank you. That's all you hear about Harvey Weinstein. That's it. That's it. I don't see no media running to find the 80-some women who started this. Go sit down and talk with them. They ain't doing that. They're attacking Russell Simmons. And it's sad. It's pathetic. And they want you to respect Gayle. Gayle, when you deserve respect, I'm sure somebody will respect your black ass. But I'm not that man. I'm not that man. It's simple. Stop being used. Stop being the white man's entertainment. Doing slavery. The field niggas and house niggas would be summoned to come in and entertain the white people. They would fight, they would dance, they would sing, they would do tricks, and the white man would give them. Today is February the 12th, 2020, and heaven bagging me up, the white man still giggles. It's as simple as that. I'm Al Scott on Injustice Investigation. I love you guys. Bid the Lord willing, we'll be back next Wednesday, if not before, because there's some things that that we are working on to bring you guys. And I know I got to work on my voice. I love you all big time. Remember, respect yourself. If you ever want any other race to see you in a different light, you must first see yourself in a different light. As Steve Harvey, when he was trying to belittle Monique, who I have nothing but the utmost respect for, she's on his show and he's standing up and he's raising his voice and he's talking about it's the money game. It's the money game. Before I let my family go hungry or these people that work for me be without a job, I'll do any damn thing I have to do. That means he will bend over and get dick in his motherfucking ass if he had to do that. And he's getting loud and real loud. And Monique is real calm. And she says, Steve, brother, I know it's the money game. But here's the thing. Before it was the money game, it was the integrity game. And you so focused on the money game, you done lost all goddamn integrity. Black women and black men with white agendas. God bless us all. I love y'all. We'll see you next week.